Hi everyone, Corey here from Tales from a Polk County Girl, and in this video we're going to be looking at everything I got done in March and what I've given myself for April. So let's just get started. So March for me was mostly a productive month, but I did have some hiccups. So let's just go through what I gave myself. I'm still 2 batches behind in Break and Bake. I only caught up on February's. I didn't get to do very much outside. Long story short, I had some medical issues come up this month. That included being... whoa, hang on. Pause. Okay, sorry about that. The snake tripod thing that's holding my phone, what I've got it to attach to, it started slipping, so I was trying to make sure that it didn't fall. Okay, so the medical issues I had this month, and I'm coming down from, fingers crossed, I'm on the down slope of this, and I'm on my way to moving beyond it. But it included being on several rounds of antibiotics, and if you've ever been on antibiotics, you know you can't go in the sun. So that kind of shot anything I wanted to do outside this month. Because between also antibiotics, I don't know about anybody else, but they make me feel like crap. So between stressing about said medical condition and just feeling like crap because of the antibiotics, I didn't do like any writing stuff. Like, I haven't even done my April Patreon story. I'm gonna have to write them a letter tonight and like mea culpa, apologize profusely and all that, but I'll take care of that. But I did get my cowl done. I finished it earlier this month. I'm so glad I got it done. I did find test knitters, or I found 2 test knit groups. So as soon as my pattern I'm finished updating the pattern, which I only have to do like a few things to it, I can send it out to test knitters and everything. So that was awesome. I got my dishcloths done. Still took me a little while, but doesn't matter. They're done. Dining room table invoice, we got that paid. Yarn and craft stuff. Inventory, bag up with mesh bags. Take the trunks to the bunker. They're all checked off because I got them all done. I literally inventoried all of my cotton yarn. And I have over 300 things of cotton yarn, whether they be the small little sugar and cream, peaches and cream balls, or the really big Bernat skeins of cotton yarn. I have over 300. So, not that I go out looking for cotton yarn to buy, because I don't buy it unless it's on clearance, but you know what I mean. I did get to my consignment store finally, and come to find out that next month, or April, is the last month they're taking clothes, because they're closing down in July. So, I mean, that kind of sucks, but, it is what it is. My reading log and my yoga log. We'll tackle the reading log first. I was doing really good right up until about here, and I may have read these days and just don't remember and didn't write it down. Sometimes that happens, but these last 2 weeks, between stressing about said medical issue and I was having to get up and down a lot during the night, so I was going to bed earlier to try to pad my sleeping just in case I was awake in the middle of the night and couldn't go back to sleep. So not a lot of reading happened. So I'm disappointed, but it is what it is. My yoga log, I was doing so well up until the 26th, and that's when another medical issue showed up. I ended up having a pre-melanoma removed from my left forearm. And that was scary and traumatic as well. I mean, everything's fine. They got it all. I am fine. Pre-melanoma is when it hasn't gone deep. They can just take it, surgically remove it. I don't have to do any radiation or chemo or anything. It's, as my doctor says, if you're going to get melanoma, this is the type of melanoma you want. but it was still scary. But after that, the instructions say, you know, no exertion for a week. And I was 5 days away from being complete of my challenge, and I was so mad. But, you know, I needed to have that pre-melanoma removed. So, yeah, yoga apparently was too strenuous for this. I would have risked popping my sutures. So, anyways, everything's okay. Yes, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to do my 30 days in a row, but I did 26 days in a row, so yay. Very happy about that. So let's see what I've got lined up for April. This may look familiar to you guys. Again, I'm still behind on Break and Bake, so I'm working on that. I should, God willing, be off all these antibiotics, so I'll be able to work outside again. Not only that, but because I've been diagnosed with, I've had a pre-melanoma removed, it means I will need to cover up and wear lots of sunscreen whenever I do go outside now. So I went and bought some fishing shirts, and I have SPF 50, and yeah, once I'm off all these antibiotics and can actually go out in the sun again, I'm prepared to, and I am so close to being done with the rock garden. April is also when my husband and I have taken a week off work to do a staycation and do work around the property, so I'll most likely be working on that then as well. I just moved over my writing stuff for the month. I'm calling it for March. I'm not going to try to submit 10 things to try to catch up. It's not worth the stress right now. You know, I wasn't expecting this medical issue to pop up, and it did, and I've dealt with it, and I'm on the mend, so I just need to move forward. I've written down May Patreon. I still hope to get a story written for my April Patreon, but it's just not happening right now. So, but I definitely want to get back on track for May. Bob and Lace history chapter, again, I didn't work on it at all because, well, I just explained why. Cotton dishcloths for the month, of course. My next big knitting project for the quarter is to finish my Stephen West Boneyard shawl. I'm in the 3rd section, and I want to try to finish section 3 this month. There are 5 sections total, so hopefully I'll get it done. And then I should be starting my first edit for the 2nd book in my novella series called Knitting on the Bayou. And I want to get this done because I have a very special beta reader that's going to read it for me. She's actually, I'm classifying her as a sensitivity reader because she, since this book takes place in New Orleans, she grew up in Louisiana and is very familiar with the culture, and I'm having her read it just to make sure I'm being respectful and everything. And then knitting pattern, you know, update the pattern, submit to testers. And then down at the bottom, I've got my reading log and my yoga log. So, provided on Tuesday that I get my sutures out. Today is Sunday, March 31st. Provided on Tuesday I get my sutures out and I get the all clear so that I can start doing yoga again, I will restart. And I actually could have marked off a few days ago that I did yoga, and I didn't do yoga the way you think I did yoga. I didn't do any of the positions. It was actually a seated meditation yoga. So that could have counted. I actually could have done that to complete this, but I was just so that I just didn't think like that. So I've got those daily checkoffs as well. So wish me luck, everybody. I hope to, catch up and just get as much done as possible. The break and bake doesn't take long. I just have to do it. I mean, that's my real excuse, is that I could have gotten both batches done this past week with spring break, and I just didn't. And I have no one to blame but myself. So Okay, I can't wait to see how everybody else is doing on their yearly goals and monthly targets. So let me know in the comments, and I'm going to reset and film my post spring break plan with me. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.